The sweetness of Passi is manifested in other ways and forms, in such eye candy as the flowers grown in Mrs. Helia's farm.
I started this cut flower business just as a pastime, just as a hobby. Started with a small collection, and then I found out that I love plants. I really care for them from the time, I planted the plants, and then I watched it from the first bud to the first flower. Yeah, that's how I am so loving with my plants.
She was born and raised here in Passi, and although the events of her life have taken her to many cosmopolitan places, time and again she has been drawn back to her roots. It is here, in the playground of her childhood, that she built her dream garden.
It took quite about a month of bulldozing the area. I wanted to retain the natural terrain. I wanted to landscape it in a natural way, so that when I arranged my plants, I did not arrange it like the one in the plantation. I arranged the flowers, the foliage, and everything to my satisfaction, not like line by line like in a plantation. So when you go around, you can see that the plants are arranged according to my landscaping. So I put the trees at the side, the greenhouses at the side, so that when I stand by the balcony of the rest house, my view is clear. And then I can see the flowers when I stand there. I can appreciate the sunset and the sunrise. So that's my preference. My satisfaction, my view of the garden first before the commercial value of the plants.
Mrs. Helia never gets tired of tending her garden. Her hands are always full with things to be done from sunup to sundown.
My daily routine is quite long. I wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to take a view from the balcony, and then when I go down, I have to go around the orchids, the anthuriums, and then I go up like 11:30 for lunch, and then have a nap for 30 minutes, and then I go down again, see the people working. I really join them personally, supervise them while they're working. It's different when you're around. And then what I can say is that we always have a timetable, like to finish working in a certain area at a certain period of time, regardless of weather or whatever. We really have to finish a certain area. So that's the reason why we were able to develop this garden in a span of 5 years.
Her garden now supplies cut flowers to hotels and flower shops in Manila and Iloilo. But for Mrs. Helia, the real excitement lies in watching the flowers bloom.
I prefer to stay here than in Manila. So whenever people ask me, well, you've invested a lot of money here and we're sure that you won't be able to recover your investment here. For me, it's not all money that counts. It's my satisfaction, like when I plant the fruit trees, the flowers, I really supervise them personally. I research what kind of soil is necessary to make the fruits, realize the growth that I need. I really have to study what soil is needed, how to care, like my lemon tree, which I like very much. Yeah, and most of the collections of flowers and fruit trees, I plant it near the rest house. So I watch them from the first bud to the first flower until the fruits, are made.
During the annual Pintados de Passi festival, Pasinhons gather to watch the fruits of their labor being paraded on the streets of Passi City. The Karosa Parada is their unique way of giving thanks for all of what their land has given them.
Yung karosa, dinedecorate ito ng mga native products ng Passi. Like for example, pineapple, sugarcane, rice, corn, coconut, coffee, yung mga vegetables, mga fruits. Yun yung ginagamit namin sa pag-decorate ng float at saka mga bulaklak. And dito sa karosa, dito rin nakasakay yung mga muses namin. And mostly sa mga muses na ito, sila yung mga candidates namin for binibining Pintados de Passi. And since the Carabao has been, kumbaga, kasama na sa burden ng mga Pasinhons, we tried to give honor or credit to these Carabaos, and we painted them and let them parade around the city with paints all over their bodies. Pasinhons are friendly, peace-loving, God-fearing, may direksyon sa buhay, and most especially, pinaninidigan namin yung tinatawag sa amin na we are the sweet city on the heart of Panay. Kasi kami, hindi lang yung mga fruits namin like sugarcane and pineapple, kundi pati yung mga Pasinhons, we are sweet people.
I really love this place. I love to go back to my hometown and I love Passi very much.